The Dunwich Horror itself came between Lammas and the equinox in 1928, and Dr. Armitage was among those who witnessed its monstrous prologue. He had heard of Whately's grotesque trip to Cambridge, and of his frantic efforts to borrow or copy from the Necronomicon at the Widener Library at Harvard. Those efforts had been in vain, since Armitage had issued warnings of the keenest intensity to all librarians having charge of the dreaded volume. In the small hours of August 3rd, Armitage's half-expected fear came to pass at the Orne Library.
Armitage!
What's happened, Professor Rice?
Somebody's broken into the library. They must be hurt. Look over there, it's Professor Morgan.
Henry, someone's broken a window there.
It's Whately. He's going for the special collection.
The Dunwich fellow? The one who wanted
He's going for the Necronomicon.
Here comes old Joe, the night watchman.
Joe, what happened?
A break-in, Professor. Shep, my guard dog, has someone cornered in there.
Joe, keep these people back. Professor Rice, Professor Morgan, come with me.
Look out for Shep.
The alarm switch is over here.
Shh. Listen.
This way. In here.
What's that stench?
Henry, switch on the lights.
Oh, good God in heaven!
Bits of shoe leather and fragments of apparel were scattered about the room, and just inside the window an empty canvas sack lay where it had evidently been thrown. A revolver with a dented, misfired cartridge lay on the floor near the central desk. The thing that lay half-bent on its side in a fetid pool of greenish-yellow ichor and tarry stickiness was almost 9 feet tall, and the dog had torn off all the clothing and some of the skin.
What on earth is it?
It's not of this earth, Morgan. Or not wholly of this earth, anyway.
Is that Wilbur Whately?
What's left of him?
I recognize the face, but the rest of it...
The chest. It's like the hide of a crocodile. And the rest... It's not human.
It was partly human, beyond a doubt, with very man-like hands and head and a goatish, chinless face. Above the waist, it was semi-anthropomorphic, though its back was piebald with yellow and black, squamous and snake-like. Below the waist, though, the skin was thickly covered with a coarse black fur, and from the abdomen, a score of long, greenish-gray tentacles with red, sucking mouths protruded limply. On each of the hips, set in a kind of pinkish ciliated orbit, was what seemed to be a rudimentary eye. There descended a kind of trunk or feeler with purple annular markings, and with many evidences of being an undeveloped mouth or throat. The limbs, save for their black fur, roughly resembled the hind legs of prehistoric Earth's giant saurians, and terminated in ridgy, veined pads that were neither hooves nor claws. Of genuine blood there was none, only the fetid, greenish-yellow ichor which trickled along the painted floor. When the thing breathed, its tail and tentacles rhythmically changed color, as if from some circulatory cause normal to the non-human greenish tinge, whilst in the tail it was manifest as a yellowish appearance which alternated with a sickly grayish-white in the spaces between the purple rings.
How could this monstrosity have walked the streets unchallenged?
It's moving!
It's trying to speak.
Oh,
Wilbur?
Guy. Gaga. Bugshagag. Yog Sothoth. Yog Sothoth.
Henry, people are coming towards the window.
No one should see this.
Joe, keep those people back. No one is to enter the library except the police and the medical examiner.
All right, everyone, step back. Nothing to see here.
Draw the curtains. Henry, Warren, look at this. It's disintegrating.
Frightful changes were taking place on the floor. Aside from the external appearance of face and hands, the really human element in Wilbur Whately must have been very small. When the medical examiner came, there was only a sticky whitish mass on the painted boards, and the monstrous odor had nearly disappeared. Apparently Whately had had no skull or bony skeleton. He had taken somewhat after his unknown father. Yet all this was only prologue.